In this lesson, I want to cover views, different ways to see your document, things in your document, etc. So you've got the home ribbon here, and when you want to work with your views, of course, the view ribbon makes sense, right? People often ask me how do you turn on the ruler. It's typically in any program you would find it in the views um, toolbar or ribbon, whatever it might be. So that's how you turn on your ruler, turn it on or off. And you've got your horizontal and vertical rulers right here. Zoom is, of course, one of the very popular features, and regardless of which ribbon you're on, your zoom is right down here in the bottom right. You can slide, but I find this to be rather random and cumbersome to use. The plus or minus will give you 10% at a time, which is very predictable and very easy to use. On most computers, scroll and roll will also work. So if you're using a traditional mouse, you put your control key down and then you just roll the ball on your mouse, and that also allows you to zoom in and zoom out quickly and easily. Um, and if you're in regular view, this actually serves as print preview. Print preview isn't all that popular anymore because um, we're typically working in print layout, and what you see is what you get. This is what it's going to look like when it's printed. So it's eliminated the need to go to print preview, but some people are just addicted to print preview and have to keep going there because that's what we've done all these years. So back to 100% very easily if you just click this button and you're back to 100%. You've got other options here. You've got one page, shows you the whole page, multiple pages, uh, page width, which I don't find particularly useful, but it depends, I guess, on what you're doing. So I'm going to go back to, I like working at 100% most of the time, but it really depends what you're doing. So just know that you've got the options to change that very quickly and easily. As far as which views to work in, all right, there's some buttons down here, quick and easy ones. Read mode really just is that. It's read mode. It's a good place for you to read what's on your document. Um, you can zoom out and it'll give you like a book layout. When you open a document that's read only, it comes in this, and oftentimes it'll show two pages side by side, and you'll find that kind of weird. And most of us are used to working in this print layout, so when we see a different view, we're lost and we don't know what to do. So just understand that you may open a document that might be open in a different view, and you can change that, of course. So you've got the buttons up here as well. You've got read mode, which is this one, and to get out of it, I believe escape works. Yeah, escape on your keyboard works to get out of that because there's no buttons, right? The toolbars are all gone. And then you got web layout. This is what your document would look like if it was published onto a website. Outline view. Outline view is a bit of a different view, and it shows you all of your headings and your subheadings. And if you like working that way, it's a very good thing. It shows you your nested levels of headings. All right, so that's what that view does, and it gives you a lot of different options as far as organizing your document. And back to views, and then you've got your draft. Uh, your draft, they've changed the name of this over the years, but this is basically where you can go to simply build your document. It doesn't show you any headers or footers. It just shows you your plain Jane document, and it shows you where your page breaks would be. Now, through this and most exercises, you've probably noticed that I've got all these non-printed characters showing. I believe that everyone working in Word should have those on all of the time. They are your legend. They tell you why your document looks the way that it does. It shows you empty paragraphs. It shows you where tabs are. It shows you all of your spaces. And that is simply from the main ribbon, and that's right here, all right? Show hide. Um, I recommend you get used to having it on and work with it on. If you want to see how nice your document's going to look when printed, just turn them off and then go back to just print layout view and zoom out, and you get to see how beautiful it's going to look. When you're working on a very long document and you're finding yourself copying and pasting or referring to another part of the document, it's a really good idea to split your document. So you'll go again once back to view, and you'll go to split, and it automatically sets it so that it's halfway through. So Here you've got half your window for this part of the document and half your window, and you can scroll up or down either part. And if you don't like that it's in the middle, you can click and drag so as to give yourself more room on one or the other. But this allows you to see two different parts of your document quickly and easily, especially if you're copying and pasting from one place to another. You can select and then just go into the other. Rather useless feature, but I just want you to know that it can be done, is you can change the zoom in either one. So if you don't like the zoom on this one, you'd be able to zoom out and see more of that. And then, so they're not necessarily related to one another as far as the zoom is concerned. So you can do that. So those are the main features I believe you need to know with views within Microsoft Word 2013.